What's going on, people? Welcome to United View. Welcome to your transfer view, your transfer news. Owen's back, being relegated. He's back to the right-hand side. He's not front and center anymore. The boss is back. It's all about me. I'm back. Listen, big up to the whole community. Owen has been killing it, holding down the fort. KG has been holding down the fort. It's great to be back. I'm refreshed. Let me know how you guys are feeling. I am feeling so good. So good. So blessed. So humbled. So peaceful. So excited. I just feel recharged. The sun has hit me. I went back home to Jamaica, reconnected with the people then. It was I just feel really good. I just wanted to so for anyone else who needs do you know what I mean? Just sometimes take some time out and yeah, I just feel really good.
Well, just wait for it all to disappear. Wait for it all to go. You're back now. Manchester United transfer news. I think I've aged about 10 years in the last 7 days. Yeah. Because of this. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back.
What have I missed, man? What have I missed?
Remember when I think it was like Kenny Dalglish had just come back to manage Liverpool. This was in maybe 2011. And his first game was at Old Trafford. It was an FA Cup match. And as they're walking through the tunnel, Sir Alex Ferguson, as they're walking through, he just goes, "Welcome to How." That's what it feels like. Welcome to How.
Is he gone?
Oh, he's gone. You've gone.
Owen gone? What happened?
I can't hear.
Is Owen just gone, guys? Or is it me?
It's you.
I don't know what's happened.
It's Roblox. It's Roblox Fleck.
Are you there?
I'm here.
I don't know what happened there.
You went Roblox. You want Roblox.
You went Roblox on mine as well. That was weird.
Interesting.
That was crazy. Well, I heard about the Kenny Dalglish and it got to Sir Alex and then just went boom. But everyone's saying I froze. Must have brought that Jamaica internet back with me.
Oh, KG. This is what I mean. Vibes. This is what I mean.
I don't know what happened there. That's never happened before. It was like a surge of, I don't know. It was mad. But there you go. Big up Sam for the contribution. Says, good morning, the UV squad. Big up to you, Sam. Love for the contribution. Really, really appreciate that. We got a lot to talk about, though. I am going to talk about more how I'm feeling and I'm happy and how are you guys, and big up Owen. We are going to get to that, but we have to bring you your transfer news first and get to that. Get to the point first, because there's a lot of people who want to know what's going on and talk about what could be happening. George Nicola. I hope I've said that right. Could be Georgie Nicola. Could be George Nicola. Could be just George Nicola. But I'm going to go with George Nicola out there in Sao Paulo. So he's a Brazilian correspondent, Brazilian outlet. Obviously, Antony's Brazilian. But he is claiming, and it's quite a big claim because it's from nowhere, really, that Man United have offered 45 million euros to sign Ajax winger Antony. There is no definitive answer yet, but the tendency is that Ajax will not accept this. They want to sell for a higher figure. But he's saying that Manchester United have put in a bid. Owen, does this surprise you? Does this... how do you feel on this? How do you feel on that? Is that out the blue for you?
No, not completely, because there was, I think, reports in the week saying that Antony's representatives were in Europe to finalise and negotiate a deal to go to Manchester United, which at the time I said was quite interesting because he's, yes, a Brazilian player, but he's based in Europe. So why wouldn't his representatives be in Europe anyway? The idea that they're over here in Europe, well, of course, he plays for Ajax. He's in Holland. Yeah. So I do think there has to be an element of caution of these reports are mainly coming out of Brazil. By all accounts, I think Sao Paulo have a 20% clause on whatever transfer happens after he leaves Ajax. So it's in their best interest to keep pushing up a fee and get a good fee for their club if this still were to happen. I spoke about this the other day as well. Do we need a right winger at United? Absolutely. Do we need a right winger that's left-footed? Yes. My only concern would be, is this necessarily a priority over other positions that I think should be higher in terms of prioritization at United this summer, i.e. midfielder, possibly two of them, centre-back, a support striker that's eventually going to succeed Cristiano Ronaldo. I think those positions are more important. So if the first deal was a right winger that's left-footed, that's not to say we don't need him, and he is a good player, but my concern would be, as it always is, yes, it's 45 million, but I think the reports are saying that's probably going to be rejected. Likelihood it might be close to 50 or something a bit more than that. I always look at the other positions that are more pressing and say, signing Antony's fine as long as we get our other positions. If we sign, you don't cut your nose off to spite your face, essentially. Let's not sign him and then be like, we can't sign anyone else, or we can't sign all of the other positions we would want to. That's not to say that I don't want him or he's not a good player, because I think he is. I would also think, and this is a good question for yourself, what does that mean in terms of the relationship with Ajax, in terms of the other deals, i.e. Uri and Timber? What are Ajax going to say? If we sign Antony, they're like, well, that's
only
great.
so
You're not
much.
getting Timber then.
Yeah.
You're not getting Timber. You've got our manager. You've got our winger. Oh, yeah, we're just going to give you the centre-back as well. I mean, we've kind of joked about it before of how many people are you going to get? Are you linked with every Ajax player? But eventually there is a cut-off point. Like, eventually Ajax will say, well, okay, look, we're happy to sell, with Ten Hag, we're happy to, have Antony, but Timber, okay, then we'll keep him. You can only have one. So what does that mean for those other deals?
Yeah. And then the I don't know, the throwback question to pose to the fans and the community and you and me is who would you choose? If you've got one Ajax token, or say you had two because you took Ten Hag, but let's say for players, you've got one, you allow Ten Hag plus a token. Let's say that you can cash in at any moment and you can take one player from there. Who would you choose out of Timber, Antony? I don't know, some say Martinez as well. Who would you choose? Who is more important? Timber's the situation where he's still young. There's even arguments, and it's not me necessarily saying it, but more Louis van Gaal saying that, he needs to play, and he would make, he's very good. That's why he's worth 110 million euros, but, he needs to play. There's still gears to go up. And there's some reports saying that he's still not quite sure whether he should stay one more year and then go. So
or come in even in the winter transfer window as well,
or come in January, you know what I mean, or a year's time maybe. Let him do one more year, or do you, because we need a centre back now or a right back now wherever he's going to play, or do you go for Antony, more experienced? He's obviously older, right winger, different position.
He might, and I think the difference is as well is, if you're going to compare the players, I would argue, as I mentioned before, the centre-back is a much bigger priority for me. But if you're going to compare these two players in terms of who wants the deal more, who wants the move more, it looks at the moment that Antony wants to move to Manchester United more than maybe Uri and Timber does, because it would appear, and as you mentioned, whether this is Louis van Gaal whispering in the ear, a lot, not whispering, shouting in the ear of Uri and Timber, you're not playing. If you're not playing at Manchester United, you're not going to be making the World Cup squad. He's almost having doubts about himself. He's almost doubting his own ability, which I find kind of staggering.
Weird, isn't it? Because
Flex has gone Roblox again.
Wan-Bissaka's not going to be there. I think Owen's gone again, or am I gone again?
It's you.
Internet's moving a bit mad today.
Yeah, you've got that. You've got the Jamaican Wi-Fi back.
I don't know. I've brought it back with me. I mean, I can see my internet speed now. And you know what the funny thing is? Me and Owen were just boasting to ourselves before we started, saying, "Yeah, my internet speed's top. Upload and download 110, mate. 110." I'm like, 110, mate. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just Saturday morning blues, mate. I don't know. It's just weird. Now it's just back. Weird.
Yeah.
Very weird. But I can hear and see you clearly now. I forgot what my train of thought was now as well. That's annoying. What was I even saying?
About doubting about Timber doubting his ability, and where does that stem from? Is that a good
that was
thing?
it? Yeah. If he doesn't fancy himself, people say it's both of us now. Maybe it's just a StreamYard thing. If he doesn't fancy himself to get in ahead of Wan-Bissaka, well, let's say probably won't be there, and Dalot, what does that say? But the bigger question is, does he back himself? If he knows it's World Cup year and you've got Varane and Maguire, does he back himself to play ahead of those two if those two are both fit on a consistent basis? Especially if Ten Hag's ringing him saying, Ten Hag is Dutch, Ten Hag
he managed it before,
managed him. So I think surely that should be ironed out with Urian. You leave one of them bozos to me. Like, I'll break the news to them. You don't worry about that.
Surely that's just a conversation.
I'll make sure you play enough to get into the squad, whether it's between right back and centre back. You will start. You will get 30 starts. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like
or just by the way, boss, I am worried that if I come, I've seen what happened with Donny at United. Can we just confirm that that's not going to happen to me? Because if I don't make the World Cup squad, I will blame you. I will resent you, and I will resent the club, and I don't want that to happen. And Erik ten Hag can just say, "Well, I'll give you my word. You'll be playing games. You're going to be my star centre back, whatever." So I do find that odd. unless one, he's doubting his own ability, he's doubting United, or he doesn't believe Ten Hag. Basically, if Ten Hag's given him those reassurances, him saying actually, well, I still having doubts, you basically call him a liar. Well, I think you lied to me. So I think that's interesting in comparison to Antony. Again, if his representatives are in Europe to engineer a move to United, well, they only do that because the player tells him to go to make sure this move happens. Go and get me this move. If that is the case, you would argue that maybe the Antony deal is an easier deal to do because everyone involved wants it to happen. It's a bit like the Frankie de Jong thing. The biggest hurdle was that the player didn't want to come. Now, by all accounts, he does. Now it's a simple deal to do.
Yeah, it's funny how it's funny how the mood/narrative changes very, very quickly in one batch or one round, should I say, of journo tweets or bit of football Twitter, just football Twittering. That's what I found amazing. That, obviously I have been away, I've rejuvenated, but as you guys saw, big up to everyone who enjoyed Flex on the beach as well. Actually, it was fun.
It was fun.
I was doing bits of work out there and keeping up on Twitter here and there. Not as much as I would normally. You want to try and relax, but what I was getting, I think it's making the sign again. Can you still see me and hear me? Is yours doing that?
Sort of cutting out. No, I'm not seeing that sign. I think it might be on. Maybe you need to jump out and go back in.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to see what's happening here. I'll come back in a sec.
Okay.
Over to you.
Again. Here we go. I'm split in half. I don't even know if I can be bothered to take the overlay away, because then you'll be able to see. I go like this. I'll be leaning over like this. Imagine Flex brings back his Jamaican Wi-Fi. Unbelievable. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Did we get to any of these super chats? I don't think we did. Okay, Red Baron says, are you guys on a KG level of doomerism in regards to the club being run? Or are you just wait and see thing? Because I'm leaning more towards KG. Well, to be honest, that's more a question for Flex, because you know where my sort of opinion is on all of that. He's back.
I'm back. Let's hopefully see that it stays back. Do you know what I mean? There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw you just in the middle of that super chat though, yeah?
Yes. Well, I was kind of responding to it. So it says, are you guys on the KG level of doomerism in regards to the club being run, or are you just wait and see thing? Because I'm leaning more towards KG.
I like that question.
And I was saying that they kind of know where I'm a feel on this, because I've been saying a lot this week about I am of the mindset of we have to wait and see, because that's how football works. That's how life works. The analogy I've used is that you can't grade an exam until you've taken it. Yeah. If you walk into a exam hall and they've told you failed, you're going to fail. Well, I haven't even written anything down yet. You've got that's how it works. Granted, this club and the board and everyone involved, have they earned patience? Have they, do they deserve patience? No, but we can't do anything about that. Unfortunately, we can only grade on what happens. Come the end of the transfer window, we can look at the signings or lack of signings and say that they're good or they are bad. I do think as I mentioned before, kind of hysteria, as you were, about say missing out on Darwin Núñez or not doing any business as the transfer window has only opened yesterday. I think is just so way too much. Yeah, because in just a day we're closer to Frankie de Jong and we might be saying Antony. Now what?
But then people say that's spin and that's just the club. So look, I don't know whether it's because I was on the beach in 32 degrees. Yeah, I had a different outlook on things. I don't know. I need a bit of help with this, actually. I need a bit of context, because when I was checking in on Twitter to get a feel for things, look at the news, and then I saw the Núñez situation. Obviously, I saw a lot of people going off saying, it's typical us. We're not going for him, or we spent all that time going for him and now we've lost him. We haven't signed anyone yet. And even Villa have got play. I just saw football Twitter, just football Twittering. When it just does its thing. And I was like, am I the only one who sees this a bit? Well, not only one, but I'm not saying I'm exclusive, but I'm like, am I seeing this completely different to anyone else then? Because I'm like, if I think about it, I don't want Darwin Núñez for 100 million. Never did.
Well, that was I was saying that price point alone should say, well, we can't get him then.
100%. Even when there was talks that we might be getting him, we knew it was going to cost near that. And I was always in the back of my mind like, is he even that good? Are we really doing
Well,
that?
and also as well, people go, oh, United were talking to him and his agent for weeks. Well, possibly because they saw that fee, 85 million, went, we can't pay that. We can't.
Exactly.
Can we get it down? Can we negotiate that down?
Exactly.
And people will complain and go, negotiations FC, waiting FC, discussions FC, but that's how transfer deals work. That is negotiations. And again, I know people don't like that. And I get it. I do understand the people being really, really cautious or really, really, oh, here we go again, because there's always a saga of Manchester United and it does take time and there is a big rebuild on. And sometimes I think when you do start to see other clubs, maybe not direct rivals, but when you see Aston Villa sign 2 players, when you see Spurs sign other players, or you see that City have signed Haaland, even though that's a different kind of deal, and even the Spurs deals, they're free transfers. When you see that, you do panic a little bit and you go, oh, what are we doing? Oh, they're doing things. But we can't see. We don't know what they're doing or they're not doing ultimately, right?
Yeah.
And again, that's why you have to wait. You might not like it, but that's just how it's going to be.
Yeah, it is. And for me, I think, like you said, I think the key is that sometimes, and this is why I put that tweet saying about don't let football Twitter do this to you. Like it's very drawn out, it's very tiresome, and it's very tedious doing the football Twitter within the Man United universe, because Man United is like a club of no other. It gets the most social interactions. Big up KG in the chat. Big up, bro. Because I know he's feeling, probably someone said, are we leaning to more his side or the other side? So I guess KG is very, very much like, we're not doing anything, whatever. But the way I see it is that the football Twitter thing, Man United is unlike any other club, right? Especially in its complexity as a club, but especially on the online world. So as soon as it gets the most interactions, the most likes, the most engagement, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. So all it needs is for someone with a little bit of credibility or a blue tick or anything or anyone to sort of just drip feed into the Twitter universe. Man United have made contact with X player. Could be complete bollocks. All that could have happened, really. It could be anything from somebody at Man United picked up the phone to say to an agent, so are they available this year then? Just to see, right through to, we really want to have a look. What's the price? What's the wages? It could be anything in between that. So it's like, you can't go by that. And then what happens is, because we get this running commentary we do get it daily from either the same regurgitated stuff, but just typed in a different way, or somebody else coming with an alternative view to a different journalist that gets fans going crazy or hysterical. It all changes everything. So a transfer that might not even be in its main part of its negotiation can be put to us on football Twitter that this has been going on for 4 months before the thing even opened. And that's what I was like, the transfer window hasn't even opened yet. Like it has now, like yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever it was. But I'm like, okay, I respect the track record and the feeling that we've been poor at transfers. Like I do, because the evidence is there. But last transfer window, if we're honest, let's just be honest. Yes, we knew we needed a central midfielder, but we got Varane, Sancho, and Ronaldo. We were happy.
And look what that correlated to. That correlated to statistically our worst Premier League season ever. And people might look at that as, well, we need to do more then. We need to do more this summer. But also, couldn't you argue that is
I'll send you the link now, KG. So
isn't that evidence in itself as well that we need to learn from those mistakes last year, and also, maybe take a little bit more time with some of those deals, right?
Yeah,
that's what I think as well. Need to do.
KG, I've sent KG the link, so hopefully he comes through. I don't know if he's saying how long are you there. Yeah, get a third one there. Because, and I get it, there are two sides to this, and the other side is, well, why can't we execute things quickly? Why is it you never hear of Manchester United are interested in a player, fee agreed, terms agreed, then the player signed? I understand that. We never really hear that of Manchester United. We've been told they're going to be doing things in a different way. I just feel like, me personally, I think it's still too early to judge whether we're doing it in a different way and effectively yet for me. I think there's got to be a sensible cut-off. You can't say after 2 days into the transfer window, we haven't made a signing yet, so it's already been a shit window. Because if we finish the window, eventually, don't get me wrong, I know we want them before, we want to be organised. I get that. But if we finish the window with I don't know, De Jong, Timber, Antony, plus a young forward, another forward, I don't know, something else, then we're all going to be saying, you know what, Ten Hag's been back there. That's a good basis. But also, I just think it's the circus of Man United. Now, don't get me wrong. There is the other side. I do get it. Like, we do have to sharpen up. We do need to get things we need. Someone said we needed a centre mid. There you go. And I get this. Henrik says, last transfer window, we needed a midfielder. Did we get any? And that's what I'm saying. I respect the failings. I do respect the failings. We've needed a central midfielder like Frankie de Jong for ages. You know, someone like Paul Pogba's leaving. So we need an attacking midfielder, but I guess it'll be kind of like for like with Donny coming back. So that frees up the space so we can't get everything. But my thing is...
Can we judge that? Can we judge that before it hasn't happened?
Exactly, like, that's what I'm saying.
We don't know.
My closing thing is like, I know it's painful. I feel the pain. Why can't we announce that the deal's done? You know, then there was like this is what got me. People were saying, oh, look at us haggling over the price for De Jong. Like, you know, just pay the thing and get him. I'm like, hold on a minute. Barca are on their knees. We know they need to sell. Like, that's not how transfers are done. I know, like, we're not in a position to just be not holding back a little bit where we can, because we need to spend in other areas. If I can shave 25 million off the price or 20 million off the price of De Jong, I'm going to wait an extra week and do it. Barca can't shithouse us, poker face us. They need to raise 500 million by the end of June. Like, that's how you don't just, and they want 100 million or whatever it is, 90 million. No.
And you 65. Can't win. You can't win because it's a case of why hasn't this deal been done? We should be doing it quicker. But if we spend, say, 100 million on Frankie de Jong as an upfront fee, people will be saying, what terrible business. Why have we spent all that money? You know, and it's like, well, that's the dilemma that Manchester United are working through right now. And again, it's not to be, are you coming across as a club sympathizer, this, that, and the other? It's just more a case of, again, you have to, that is life, unfortunately. You have to see how these things play out. Even I know people don't want to. And it's not to say that we're not advocating for getting your business done early, because that's the ideal. Every single manager and club wants that, to have all of their signings done before pre-season.
Yeah.
It sometimes just doesn't work like that.
And we still might get that, though. That's the thing.
Maybe.
Like,
maybe.
And then
pre-season, the tour's in July?
6 weeks. The tour's like 8th of July or whenever it is. The first game's like the 13th of July. They're coming back for pre-season on the 27th of June. And I think that's some players, because you think of our players who are playing like English. Well, there's not many in the English squad, but a lot of players are playing Nations League. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And different international things at the moment. So they're going to be back a little bit later. I just feel that, you know, things can change really quickly in transfers. And if by June the 27th, let me ask people this, and I know it's a big if. So the throwback to this is, yeah, but what if it isn't? Are you going to say you're wrong then, Flex? My answer to that is my outlook would be different by June the 27th if what I says happens doesn't happen. What if we have Frankie de Jong in the door? I don't know. Let's just, for argument's sake, say Timber. Yeah, by June the 27th. Or say we got 3 signings and 2 of them are Antony and de Jong, and then we wait to see who the other could be. What if we got them in by June the 27th and the transfer window is still not shut yet, and he's got 3 of his main targets in by then? It's a different feel, in my opinion.
Bear in mind, look at when we signed players last year. Varane was announced the day of the opening game of the season. Ronaldo, there'd already been a couple of games played by that point. If they're earlier than the first day of the season, that's already an improvement. That's already an improvement for what it was last year. If they get done, say in July or late July, that's still before the start of the season. And you could argue, Owen, that you're making it too easy for them or what have you, but you know, for me, ideally they'd be done before the preseason starts, obviously. But as if we have them before the season starts, I'll take it.
Oh,
I will take
it. 100%. I mean, I think the key one is before tour. I mean, yes, 27th of June, that's back early. So to have a lot of signings done by then, that's in like what, 26 days or so. Sorry, about 15 or so days, 15, 20 days. Yeah, a bit more than that. But I think if we've got some good signings in before we're flying out to Bangkok, and then, you know, maybe one arrives while you're out there, then they just go straight there, you know, join the Australia leg or something like that, then great. Then they play a few games, then they go to Oslo, and do you know what I mean? Then great. But I just feel, me personally, and I don't know, everyone's got their emotional gauge in it, their emotional ometer, whatever. You know what I mean? Their gauge meter, where their tipping point is at different points. I just feel like while all this mess is going on and all these new people are supposedly doing new things, let me just fall back. Let me not get too hyped with the good stuff of hearing fee agreed and this is happening and terms, medical this and all that. Not get too gassed with that stuff, but at the same time, not get too vexed when there isn't really anything yet. Let me just fall back and wait and see. And I'll make an accurate judgment. You'll get a better gauge by the time we come back for preseason. If we haven't even got one by then, 100%, I'll be like, yeah, we could have been doing better than this. This is now giving me the vibes of proving everybody right.
By like tour again. If you get into like tour,
by tour, if I haven't got one, I'm
middle
going
of
off.
tour. If you haven't got one, then you will start going. That's cutting it a little bit. Fine, okay,
yeah.
But I just feel it's too early to be pressing that panic button right now.
Yeah. 100%. Super chat here from Eagle-Eyed Football says 100k party. Can't wait to meet you and the community. Big up Eagle-Eyed Football. Always on the channel. That's another thing. Always supporting the channel as well. I can't wait to meet people like Eagle-Eyed Football. People like David Lee. I don't know if Steffi Jenkins coming at the mods and stuff like that. I can't wait because actually what it shows is that people can follow the journey and be part of the journey, and we get to meet in real life as well. Red Baron says it's the Black Friday effect. Is your mic on?
I think so.
Oh yeah. There you go. Put it in. One second. Red Baron says it's Black Friday effect. Owen, other clubs buying players, so we need to buy players, but we need to run at our own pace, or we will waste money. Another super chat here from, which I do agree with that, Red Baron. Amir says, I subscribed for the Flex and KG, but the Fleck Gordon quiz made me ring that bell. United View makes supporting this club bearable. Big up you guys. The Flex Gordon quiz. Is that what that was called? Have we done the quiz?
When you thought the Flash, we talked about the Flash, and you thought you're talking about Flash Gordon. Yeah. Or you didn't? Yeah. We'll talk about superheroes in a bit.
Yeah, we do that. Yeah, we do that near the end, innit? Red Baron says, are you guys on? Oh, yeah, we read that one earlier. And then before KG comes through, here you go. Red Baron says, if we buy 6+ players, they will need a year or 2 years to gel. When has it ever worked bringing in that many players and expect results? Yeah, we've got to look, you know what I mean? We've got to be looking to be patient. Flex looks darker. 100%. I am tanned up. Look at that. I'm tanned up, man. The melanin is menelanin. Do you know what I mean? Got that Jamaican sun.
I've got tan still. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Teeth are even
I
whiter.
I somehow have got paler. Yeah. I'm not sure how that's happened. Someone left a comment the other day saying, we were talking about skin. I think it was when me and KG were doing the show talking about skin, and they said I have the skin of barely cooked chicken. Like when you go to like a buffet or whatever, they go, we've got chicken, and it's that cold stuff. And you go,
I don't even know if I'm allowed to laugh at that. I
don't laugh. Just leave it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's for us still. Rubbish. I mean, what was even that?
So we're talking about, Darren Gibson, barely cooked chicken, cold chicken. It's not even warm. But to be fair, when it comes to meat, accurate. So
yeah, it's not really.
But listen, really, I'm not here on. I think I was listening to you guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Give us the other side, KG. Give us the other side of why we should have signings done by now.
I'm not impressed with what you guys are saying at all. I'm sorry to say this. You guys have to look at the club. You have to look at the club's history, and you got to just look at the things that the club has done over the past few weeks and days. We all got excited about Phelan leaving the club. Looks like he's still about, mate.
He's going to be out, though. He's going to be out.
Not really yet. He just has. It's just changing his role. There's things that, like, what happens is we get excited, we look at stuff, and there is some spin with this club where we see they tell us one thing, but they're doing another. We say, we're making steps forward, we're making strides forward, but the club still operates the same. Let's just imagine, because can we all agree that Darwin Núñez was the club's a priority for the club? Would we say that with what we've heard, or is that not?
To be fair, KG, to be fair, I saw a Flex talk about this on Twitter. They said about Antony. He's his number one target. He's had about 5.
Oh, he's had
about 5 number one targets.
Bullshit, bro.
Number one target.
Bullshit.
You're saying that we wasn't in for Darwin Núñez at any time, you believe?
I think they made inquiries. I don't think it was as far down the thing as, and then inquiries could be like, what are you really saying about that 100 million fee? Like, is that something that? And then Liverpool just came through and said,
"Yeah, would you? Okay, KG, would you want Darwin Núñez then? So Liverpool are going to pay 80 million, 85 million up front, rising to 100 million.
I wouldn't pay for him.
So what's the
no?
issue?
That's not the question here. I'm talking about the way Man United. I'm talking about the way Man United move in any market, and we have. It's not like we're just saying we woke up and said we just decided this. We've got a history of seeing how we move. Now, we're the team that need the most surgery, I would say, out of any team in the top 4. Yeah. When we say, look at what other teams are doing, well, we're in a worse position, bro. The last game of the season, we didn't win. You know what I mean? We limped out of the league. Man United, the rebuild should start now. Like, we should be.
So should we panic? So should we panic then? Because if we sign Núñez for 85 million, that's panicking.
I'm not trying to sign Núñez though. I'm talking about the attitude towards, and I know everyone can say the market ain't open and this, that, and the other, but we've seen like players that have gone for free to like Brighton and all these other places hurt us in last season. We've seen free agents be a threat against Man United, and we're talking about Brandon Williams. We're talking about bringing back some of our youngsters. That don't make no sense. We should be trying to change. Like, even if, let's say, the club decided a deal agreed in principle with a few players, like early. I don't know. That's 3-4 days out. The season just ended. Boom. This guy's here. This guy's here. This is definitely gonna happen. None of those things are there. I know that.
How could that happen? How could that happen? Eric Ten Hag, he didn't even he cut his time short so he could start a little bit earlier, and that was right after the Palace game. How could a deal get done with his approval if he's got this list of players? How could that get done that quickly? He's been organising this stuff.
They've given. I hope I've still got this thing on charge. Eric Ten Hag has given the list, right? He's already told them exactly what he wants. He probably said it in his first interview. He probably said, "I want this, 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 and this." Yeah, Man United are aware of his list. Now, I'm just talking about with the past and how this club has moved in the past. We have been slow to act. We've monitored people for we monitored. We all said it. We looked at Aaron Wan-Bissaka 40 times. After there was a few times when he said he slide tackles a lot, and I don't think he needed to go to another game to make a decision. But we carried on. Bruno Fernandes. We knew it was
Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
I love him. I love Wan-Bissaka, but I'm saying that how long did you need to realize that Bruno Fernandes will say we looked at him for a long time, and what happened? Then the window that we should have got him, we didn't get him in time. Cavani was sitting for free. He should have been on the tour. Cavani didn't. Cavani was a free agent.
We panicked and got him.
No, but why are we panicking though? So let's not pretend like this club doesn't have previous in this. This club has made mistakes before. So if the fans are saying, "Hey, you're starting to look how you've always looked," I think they have a right to say that.
I 100% agree with the track record. 1,000,000% with the track record.
I'm still here.
He's still there. He's gone.
I'm still here.
He said his point.
He was like, "No, I'm not listening to the rest of the shit."
I'm still here.
Just quickly, Keegan says, "Big up the team. Congrats, KG, on your SAG award."
Oh, sugar!
I'm surprised you're here. Surprised you know who we are.
I did have a little. I had a cheeky. Well, I had 2 drinks.
Absolutely.
My drinking is, but that was it.
Yeah.
All I want to know is, where is the promise changes? This feels the same. If it acts like a duck. And super chat here, Eagle Eye Football says, how does the club stop players running down contracts? Success and enticing them early enough and being organised. Even Liverpool are in that situation with Salah, and look what they've been winning everything. It's player power now. This is just the way it is.
And also, on the flip side of it, in the past, we've tried to stop players running down contracts. That's why Phil Jones got a 5-year deal.
Exactly. So that actually is quite a big, difficult balancing act, because you can try and retain players for value if they ain't quite it. So you can sell them, then you can't sell them because they're on big money, versus, you don't quite come with an offer that the player thinks you want them enough, and then they say, well, you don't really want me, I'm going to run it down. That's a difficult one. Ozzy says, KG is talking sense. Again, shake my head. They still can't believe it.
Always
still
a backhanded
so
insult,
disrespectful.
isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Entry says, Ensari says the three amigos, big up from Boston, early morning. Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, big up, man. Appreciate that. Here's my thing, yeah. Here's my thing on this, yeah. I don't disagree with anything you said about the historical dealings of the football club. And well, even to be fair, I'll even go one further and say it's not even historical. You can actually label it as current because the regime is only just changing now. Woodward going, do you know what I'm saying? Murto stepping up, Judge not being that guy. You know, I mean, they're all changing and whatnot. Richard Arnold taking over in certain bits. All the scouts going, the banker man going. I think Phelan still probably will go. Ralph is gone. Do you know what I mean? McKenna's gone. Carrick's gone. Do you know what I'm saying? So there is change that's happening. But I think when there is a revolution or something that's going to change in its entirety, we want it now, innit? I want to see it instantly. And especially when it comes to signings, I want to see them now. Then you start comparing to people like, as no disrespect, I was going to say as small as Aston Villa. Aston Villa's a big club, but people that you wouldn't think would directly compete says, look, they've got two players. City are doing their thing. Liverpool are sprinkling on the top. And I get that. You start looking outside your own thing because of the historical things that are going on. But for me, I still think there has to be a point where we say, okay, clearly there's going to be a lot of change. Pogba's gone. Lingard's gone. Henderson's on his way. All these things are starting to happen. Clearly, we're starting to see that at least. Mata's gone. Matic is gone. We're seeing it. We're seeing the ball start rolling. If these players were still here, these things have to be done in a chronological order. I'm not. Hold on. So what I'm saying is I see these things as this is loads of steps and phases that we have to go through to reach an end point. Yeah, and I don't think we can skip any of these phases. It had to start at Ed Woodward, then the people making the decisions, then Deadwood, then the manager. Then players' contracts running down. All these things kind of need to start happening whilst you're still looking at new players, of which we are. Now, I think in the meaning of that...
You need to push... I'm just going to push back on the players that you're saying are gone, right?
Yeah.
You said all these players are gone. Bro, their contracts came to an end. They didn't leave because we said, hey, you're Deadwood, you got to go. We've never done that. These players
still gone.
Are naturally... No, but I'm saying that these players, while they're gone, it wasn't a decision of the club. These players said, I'm not signing any new contracts with Man United. And now their contracts ended and they're gone.
Yeah.
So it's not, Man United didn't knock on the door and say, hey, Mr. Cavani, would you like to leave right now? All these players, we've actually tried to re-sign and renegotiate.
Nah, Cavani, we definitely didn't offer a new deal.
Obviously, I'm saying, but Pogba, before he left, we offered him over what, 400? We offered him a big contract. So it's not like we said, hey, we want to end this.
From last summer. And then they left it.
In the different regime.
But are we really going to give them credit for players that are walking out?
I'm not saying it's credit. I'm saying it's part of the process is what I'm saying. These guys still need to leave the football club. And then before the transfer window has even opened, how can you say you're angry you didn't get trainers before the shop's even open? The shop's not even there yet. It's not open. And then what we're gonna do? So then what happens? So in my thing is what happens is by June the 27th, we've got. This is hypothetical because I know the easiest thing to do is saying, well, what if it doesn't? Then what are you gonna say? And my answer is clear. Well, what I'll say then, if by June the 27th we've got Timber in the thing, we've got De Jong done, and one other, then what we saying then? It's so early. I can't believe we're getting this angry this early.
No, it's not even. Because the killer is. It's not angry this early. The job's already. The anger's happened from the work before. Now you got to look at let's look at Ralph Rangnick as a perfect example, of how this club is, and we've seen it over and over again. Ralph comes in, the whole point of Ralph and the reason we all celebrated, everyone, Man United fans, I'll say literally everyone, were like, finally, we have a guy who's going upstairs. Like there was the crazy people like me that are like, bro, if he's doing good in the press is working, he might have to get the job, He very quickly showed us, he needs to go upstairs. We all agreed that. Now our weekends were being ruined. But what was we saying? You know what? It doesn't matter. That guy goes upstairs. This club quickly convinced us that, you know what? That guy's talking out of his ass. He hasn't got no sense. He hasn't got this. The club quickly realized, actually, he's rubbish. Yeah. And they threw him away, bro. Now we're looking at it and saying, wait, hold on. But when the same players that did that to Ralph, the same players that did not take on board any of what he was trying to do here. So then you say to the club, why did you hire this guy? What was the point of this guy getting the role if you wasn't like, at least wait for his signings to come in before you release, man? At least let's use, we've had the worst matches under Ralph, but we wanted to use.
What if Ten Hag didn't want them players? What if Ralph Rangnick spent 60 million on a man in January, and then we get to June now?
I wasn't talking about, but I didn't want any January signings. I'm talking about in this moment. Ten Hag has never done his job alone, right? Ten Hag done his job with Overmars. He could work with a guy that says, "Hey, would you like this person?"
Don't you think Ten Hag looked at Ralph and said, "I want my own thing"?
Isn't that what John Murtough is?
We're saying John Murtough is more has more of a football mind than Ralph Rangnick in terms of what the job that he's done.
Well, again, we don't know, KG, because we have to wait for the summer to play out. We can't say that he doesn't at the moment. We don't know.
But we can see the list of what Ralph is in terms of the players that he's found. And I'm saying that we're looking for, we need to go bargain shopping, bro. Not like big shopping. We need to shop in a bargain basement. 20 million, 30 million, 15 million. These are the players.
So why are we going crazy over Nunes then?
I'm telling you, no, forget the Nunes thing. I'm not even really, that's not the deal that
stems from this week. That's where all of this stems from this week, is people going crazy over Darwin Nunes.
That was the trigger point. No one was going crazy. For me, the trigger was that Liverpool have come in and got Nunes now. But what my thing is this year, there's loads of things on this, and even the poll's very, very close. I put a poll saying, does everyone need to be more patient? It's literally 51%. Yes, it's too early. It's now gone to 50-50. It's crazy. So this literally divides the fan base, as we can see. Yeah, and that's quite a big sample size. We've got 1,800 people watching. This is a great thing. I feel like at some point, like when we done that show, KG, where we said, well, these players have failed us, but at some point we've still got to fall back and still support them and still say, you know what?
Agreed.
We might not be ready to do it yet, but we have to fall back and say, Ross, there's only so much you can do. There's so much you can do. So hold on a minute. At what point as fans then? Because I feel the same way in terms of the failings of the club, but I'm just more relaxed in my personal self. I'm more okay with saying, let me just see. Let me just see. I'm going to hold my corner. Hold my corner. They haven't shown me anything yet because we ain't bought anyone. Hold my hands up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we're ahead of schedule. I'm not saying like it's going to be perfect. I'm saying, let me just see. Because
I look at it like your award.
Why did we hire Thingy? I'll let Owen, you can take the floor after this, yeah? My question to you guys is, what the hell did we bring Rangnick in for? The club had a plan, and very quickly the club decided to change its plan, and now that's why I'm throwing that to you guys and saying I agree
with that.
Me the club
maybe this was the plan. Maybe they never actually had any intention. Maybe they never had any intention of Ralph going in this consultancy role, because the facts are there to prove that. United initially wanted him to be an interim manager. Ralph said no. I want something afterwards. I want a consultancy role. That might have just been, I want to make sure at the end, even if I don't get into that consultancy role, you have to pay me off. I'm signed for 2 years. That's ultimately what it was. And it comes to the end of it. Who's to say Murtough doesn't have discussion with Ten Hag? You saw it in the press conference with Ten Hag. Or what about Ralph? That's on the club. If he don't want it,
we don't know.
They had the conversation. They had a conversation together, and it came towards all the reports have said they had the conversation together, and they realized actually, you know what? That's probably not the.
Let me ask everyone this. Do you think, and this is just a question, yeah? Do you think that Ten Hag wanted Ralph Rangnick to be around? What's your gut feeling? As Eric Ten Hag, gut feeling?
No.
My feeling's no.
I don't think it.
My feeling's no.
Yeah.
What's your be on? What's your gut feeling, KG? As Eric Ten Hag, you saw his press conference. You saw how he likes to do his shit. We've got a better understanding of Ten Hag with hanging around the We Talk Ajax guys and getting a real feel for the guy, yeah? How intense he is and how he likes to do things his way. Do we as a community think that Eric Ten Hag supported having Ralph Rangnick there? Because if we didn't, we need to start. Hold on, because if we didn't, where's the thing of get behind the manager? And if he don't want that guy there, see you later. Where's that energy?
Right, but then let's check this out. Yeah, let's say I'm joining your channel, right? you started United View. I'm joining your channel. There's a guy in the channel that's kind of been working here. Yeah. You lot don't like him. Remember, I'm starting work, but you guys don't like this guy. And I'm working for you guys. Yeah. You lot, I've already got the energy from you guys. Nah, not feeling him. He's rubbish. Look what he's done to the club. He's broke us. He's gone against everything. I've had meetings where you lot have poo-pooed this person before I've even spoken to him. So when it's my time to finally speak, I might say, you know what? Nah, I don't even want that guy. I don't want.
You know what? But here's the thing: if Erik Ten Hag is as intense as he says he is and makes his own decisions as strong as he says he does, and that quote where he says, "I can 100% look players in their eye and back my decision," then he says, "I don't give a shit what you think about this guy if you don't like him. I've spoke to him. He's going to be good for this club, and I want him around." But my personal opinion, this
like
is
he did with Steve McLaren.
I don't know, like he did with Steve McLaren. We're like, oh, Steve McLaren's a bit old school. Is that even going to be the? Yes, that's my guy. Bring him. What are you telling me? Like, there has to be this thing where I think, because it's not the situation that we wanted to see as fans, and this is going to happen. This is what I think is going to happen. Actually, I think what we're seeing here is something. This is beautiful, because I think we're seeing something. Yeah, of course. I think we're seeing something that's actually going to start happening with players, because he's going to have to keep certain players, or he's going to get behind certain players that we're done with, bro. And this is where we had the same conversation where we're like, rah, you know what? We're going to have to fall back at some point as fans and say, do you know what? Let me see what this whole new thing is saying. Let me just see. That's what I don't get. I'm like, this is a whole new thing, or we're being told it is. So let me see if it is. And people are coming to this conclusion already on the second day of the transfer window that actually, no, I'm done. It's exactly the same. Same on Man United. And me personally, I couldn't give a shit about the Glazers. I couldn't give a shit about defending the club. It's just me, my personal opinion. I'm like, if there's something new, I'm going to be like, I'm willing to give something more time to gauge whether it's good or bad. Because if I go this strong now, and then next week we sign Timber and De Jong in a double swoop, what then?
No, because what we have to hope for, is the club. Like, we have to pray Ten Hag does well, because what we know about this club is they will rip up the plans tomorrow. Forget fan pressure. If the club say, nah, you know what, this hasn't worked, it goes. The club, just imagine, you had LVG, and this is not me capping for LVG, but I'm just, you go back here, you look at the situation with LVG. LVG decided to change the philosophy of the whole club from youth all the way through. He was actually the one that said, let's start signing these young kids, these young talents. It was his thing, right? We get to FA Cup final. He wins. It's still taking a while to build because we're shit. Excuse my language, but we're rubbish. Yeah. All of a sudden, the club says that throw the idea out, throw it away. Yeah. Pep's come in. Mourinho's the only one that can challenge him. But you've bought all these players that are for a certain style. Like, are you? I don't know with this. No one's having this.
Everyone's backing the Ten Hag situation. Everyone's saying that the club getting Ten Hag is showing that
the old regime. Isn't that the Ed Woodward thing?
I'm actually baffed.
Isn't that what Ed Woodward did? Ed Woodward changed the plan every couple of years. My point being, I think to Flex's point, you had this discussion before about players when you said we don't want to, they don't deserve it, but we have to wait and see what they're going to do this season. We have to do that. Don't we have to do the same with John Murtough?
No, but I'm saying that the club is, I think it's disingenuous for a club to say to somebody that you're coming in, you're going to be a consultant, but now you're not really. I think it's because there was a plan. I won't believe that they decided that you just became, I think they started to see the results and said, he's rubbish.
I actually think it was Erik Ten Hag.
I do think it was the club.
Do you think it was just preservation from Ralph in the first place, going interim, that's going to end at the end of the season? I tell you what, I want a good payoff as well. I get it. I've got 2 years. That's in writing. That's done. Also, as well, KG, he wouldn't have taken the Austria job at the time if he thought there was something waiting for him. He saw the writing on the wall, and maybe he didn't want to be there as well. His experience at United with those players, he was like, F staying around here. I don't even like it. I don't like these lot.
I'm telling you, this club, this club's rotten, and these guys, we can't trust these Glazers at all. And the problem is, I like Ten Hag as a manager, but I know this club won't allow him the time if it gets nuts, or if the media are going a certain way and they feel a certain pressure, they'll say, you know what, I know we said this was the plan, but tear it up. And the point I was making with the LBG thing is the club will just tear it up without even looking to it. And
I agree with that. But us as fans is what I'm talking about, though. I agree with what you're saying about the regime. And how many times did we say before Eric Tanner even got here? Patience is the key. When it gets shit around Christmas time and we're out the top 4 race already and we're 6th even at that point because it's still crap, because we still got McTominay, we still have to play Tellez, you still have to play this man, you still have to play. Let's just paint that picture of like what you're saying when the going gets tough. The club, we've said that many times, the club needs to, you know, resist the temptation to sack. I 1,000,000% agree. But then we've also said that us as fans can't get drawn in to this, like, just because them over there did this, we need to now revolt. Like, at what point? It's the same with the players, with the backing of the players. Me and you went through that same process, which is why I'm quite surprised that you've got this view so strongly, because we're saying on one hand, so on this hand, we're saying, well, there's players here who we can't trust. Let's say the players have turned into the Glazers. We can't trust them players. We can't trust them players. We've just seen it. We've just seen it. We've given up with them, man. But guess what? They're still going to be here. So actually, under the new manager, boy, it's tight. But Maguire's starting the games. Tellez is starting the games.
With them players that you can't trust, you do need to bring in, you do need a few more of your own.
Absolutely.
And I'm saying that right now, it's like when the club starts saying things we've heard before on the lines of, there's a lot of quality, I think I can get more out of these players, this, that, and the other. All of us sitting here like...
No, but that's just because you can't sell everyone in one go.
You know, all these
Ten Hag's going to make his own thing. Doesn't he have to say that? What's he going to do in the press conference? Is he going to come in and just go, they're all rubbish, I'm going to get rid of them? Or actually, I don't really want them to be here, but I'm here for 4 or 5 years, so it is what it is. What's he going to say? You can't
do that. But then, I don't know if you even saw the Pogba. Did you not see Pogba's comments? The Pogba's,
he said you need to be happy, you need to feel at home where you want to be.
Talking about the team, he was talking.
Yeah, because it was shit. The whole team was fucked.
There you go, right?
And the crowd was booing, booing him every time he touched the ball.
He has to leave.
Why would he want to leave?
No, I'm talking about the parts about the team and how they won a team. What I read,
100%. But we know that
was getting booed and this, that, and the other. But inside that dressing room, it's a mess, right? And it needs it, as what you call it. As Ralph said, it does need open heart surgery. Yeah. And I understand Man City's, Liverpool's, us. I understand all these other clubs, but I'm saying, let me focus on my clubs. I'm not upset that Liverpool can go and buy Dow. Go and buy him. Do it. It's good for you lot. It makes you, it's an icing on the cake. You lot actually have a cake. Our team, we ain't got a cake over here. Yeah. We need to.
Should we have had 2 players by now? Is that what would have made you more optimistic by having 2 players by now? Or
I believe so. I believe there should be a player.
So that's what's missing so far. We haven't signed anyone yet.
Player.
Is that possible though? Are we in the reality of that being possible for the players that Ten Hag wants as well? We could get 2 players now, KG. We could get 2 players now, but are they players that Ten Hag wants? Maybe Ten Hag has given this list, and United look at it and go, okay, that is going to take time though. There isn't a deal we can do that quickly. Frankie de Jong, he's still on international duty. We can't do that in the next couple of weeks. Or someone else. Timber, he's still on international duty.
Mm-hmm. I think it's incredible that Man United was able to sign Cristiano Ronaldo in under 24 hours. I think that's incredible. And I think that's a club, when Man United decides, Cavani, same way, when Man United decide that they need to do something because they need to react, that's when United, again, just how we play. We go down and we're like, now we got to play football, everybody.
But then you could argue that, again, that wasn't in the plan. That was Man United being Man United. They weren't trying to get it out of
we just react. That's what I'm saying.
Was that not a simple deal to do? Because it was a case of, I'm leaving Juventus, I'm going to go somewhere else. That's a quick deal and that's a quick deal. There was no negotiation involved, was there?
Man shut the locker. He told Allegri, blood, my locker's cleared, bro.
I'm talking about being proactive and testing certain waters before it's too late.
Should we walk away from that? So this Donny, I keep saying De Jong, because of the complexity of, we had to wait for Barca to see where there was at P's wise. You have to wait for that. Then you have to wait for them to set price. Then you've got to convince the brother. should we have just walked away then and got someone else? Or is De Jong, what my question is, and this is to everyone, is De Jong worth this? Well, everyone's saying it's not good enough, so this is prolonging it. We should have moved on to other target. We should have gone and got I don't know, Tillemans by now, or Bissouma by now, or whoever else instead of De Jong. My question is, if we believe in this manager and we say back the manager is what the manager wants, and we want to move away from that now and say it's taking too long, we should have signed someone by now. Is De Jong worth the fuss? Is he worth this wait? 2 days into a transfer window, has it gone too far? That's my question.
No, I think it's mad because you can feel like this and back the manager though. Because I haven't lost faith in the manager. I believe
we have because we haven't signed this guy yet. We're saying it's taking. I don't think that's a complete contradiction. We're saying it's taking too long to sign this guy. This is Man United being how Man United always is. But then we're saying, well, we can see why it's taking long. The guy was saying he's not even really sure about coming because of Champions League, this, that, and the other. Now we're hearing that he's managed to convince him because now he knows his club actually does want to sell him because we had to wait for that information to be transpired onto De Jong. It's a process. So what are we saying here? Are we saying, nah, this is typical Man United, F the process because the process always takes too long. Go and move someone else instead of De Jong. Because by what I'm hearing from the fans is saying that we need to move on because we haven't signed no one yet.
There's other areas that De Jong is a deal that it makes sense. Like how you asked me before, how long should we go in for De Jong? I was like, bruv, even to the end of thingies, it's too good. We need him. Yeah. Like, wait to the end of July, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? If it needs to take that long, he's a great player. But I'm talking about there's other areas in this. That's not the only area in that team that's broken. Like, and a lot of players, as we said, we've said it a few times. A lot of men have left this club. A lot of midfielders have left. We don't really have quality in our team. We got issues in defense. There's a lot, bro. There's gaps. There's holes.
Major heart surgery.
There's holes in this team.
When have you ever seen major heart surgery done in one sitting? When?
What's that?
I've never seen it. When has major heart surgery ever been done in one sitting or 1 hour? When has it ever been done quick?
Oh no, but listen, prep for that operation, fam. And all I'm saying is, for me as a fan, I don't feel like the prepping. I feel like raw man.
And you know what?
Yo, we're gonna X-ray him. You know when you go A&E, bruv, and it's the longest wait, and you're like, raw, do they want to see me?
Yeah, one thing, I will hold my hands up, and this is why I'm not being gassed. If we get, and I will say this categorically, I'm going to read the super chats before we carry on. Yeah, if we get to, I keep saying June 27th because that's when like the first batch of players are back. It's not even when all of them are back. It's when the first batch. If we get to then, we ain't signed one man. Yeah, I'm panicking. I am. I'm saying this is bullshit. If we get to tour, when people are when the team's going to travel to tour, team's going to start traveling to tour. It gets to like the 13th of July. We're trying to play Liverpool in Bangkok or whatever. We just got the same man. I'm going, what the fuck's going on here? But if you're asking me 2 days into a transfer window,
but that's not now.
If you're asking me 2 days, I don't care what's gone on before. If you're asking me 2 days into a transfer window where we're doing a De Jong thing, we know we've made a bid. We can see what's going on with that and why it's doing its thing. If you're asking me now, I'm saying, I'm not even getting excited saying, we're going to get De Jong. I'm not even doing that. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is, let me see. I'm not going overboard. I'm not going underboard. Let me see.
But you can, but I think you should be able, and I respect that.
Why should I panic now? I just don't get that.
I respect your opinion, right? But you have to respect how the other side can feel.
Absolutely do.
Purely because there's been a dereliction of duty, bro, in this club for years. Right. And while they say we've changed, it's like, I want to believe you. I really do. But when you make certain moves where it's like, bro, what'd you do that for? And when it's like, wait, I want to believe that this has changed. I want to believe we're going in a new way. But then you might do something and say,
I agree.
This is familiar. So that's all it is. So I back the manager. He hasn't even started yet. Like his first game.
Remember that bit? He hasn't even started yet. Remember? He hasn't even been carrying yet.
I'm not going against the manager, right? He hasn't
even started yet. Why doesn't he have 10 signings? Why hasn't 3 signings been done at this point?
When you say the manager's job is not to go and sign players. So when I say I'm backing the manager, his work hasn't started yet.
I agree.
I still backing the manager. I'm talking about the organization. And what we're telling me to do is back an organization that told me it's changed, but I just need to see proof. That's all. Yeah. I can still say that. I can say one thing. Those 2 things can be true, is the point I'm making.
Let me do these. Fuzi says again, KG the only one speaking sense on the channel. Flex's vacation seems to have been paid by the Glazers, and I do have the invoice. I'm going to post it on Twitter. Joel Glazer did send me to Jamaica. Do you know what I mean? Nice all-inclusive settings. I'm on the payroll.
They ain't even paying for players, let alone Flex's vacation.
Sandip says, when Rangnick came in, the board was still deciding between Poch and Eric Ten Hag. If it was Poch, then Rangnick might still be here. But it's Ten Hag and he wants full control. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think that's a great super chat, in my opinion. I think Eric Ten Hag came in and said, Rangnick, brother, yeah, give me your dossier, bounce. That's what I think he said. That's honestly what I think he said. Keegan says, watch Flex and Owen change when the season starts. I already told you, Keegan, I will change if beginning of preseason we ain't even got one. Do you know what I mean? I am
change
100%.
Are allowed to change.
I'm not saying, I'm not even uttering the words, everyone relax, we're going to get all our targets. Why is everyone? I'm not saying that. No. I am not saying that. No, because I can't say that. I'm just saying I'm at a different kind of, we spoke about the emotion
threshold.
meter.
You're at a different
threshold. I'm just, I don't know if it's because my experience of like just going around and watching this thing, I've got nothing left. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not getting angry. I'm not getting happy. I'm watching from afar. That's all I'm doing. I'm watching. I ain't commenting. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying what? Antony deal, yeah? What? Man putting in bid, yeah? What? Timber? What? Yeah. What? This, that. De Jong, yeah, boom. I'm not doing that. And I'm not like, these guys ain't serious, man. They're not going to do it. I'm just watching from afar before I make my final assessment. That's what I'm on.
The only problem is you got to react every day in it, so it's kind of hard for you still.
It's hard to do that. So that's why I'm not going too far.
Owen, what a week.
That's what I said at the start. Unbelievable. Thank you, One, for the contribution. Appreciate that. Ibrahim says, you did not read my 2 super chats earlier. I apologize, Ibrahim. I'm going to try and go and find them for you. Flex. What are you saying about adding Rants and Statman Baines to the channel? I think the 5 of you would be awesome. Every man's doing his thing. I see Rants is doing his thing. He's doing his thing with X. They're killing it. Baines is doing his thing as well. He's active. There's always things that can happen. You know what I mean? There's always things that can happen in the future, but everyone's doing their thing, man. Big up to the brothers, man. My guys, they're all doing their thing. The love is there, and they're all rising. They're all doing their stuff. There was a couple other super chats. You said I missed your super chats earlier. I want to make sure I put respect on those. Where are they? I've read those 2 already. Here you go. Read that one saying I'm on the Glazers payroll. Ibrahim, there you go. KG is right. We need to go bargain shopping, and that's Ralph's expertise under Red Bull. Players looking for a step up. Forget star names over 55 million, which I think we've just forgotten one with Darwin Núñez. We just showed that. That's what I'm saying. We're going after Timber, 35 million. Antony looks like it shouldn't be more than 50. So already with who we're linked with, it's tallying up with what the strategy should be. I think we can all agree on that. Do you know what I mean? Shalil says, hey guys, just a quick question. Have you guys seen the rumors about Ibrahim Sangaré, young DM? I think him and De Jong would be good. You guys like Jarrod Bowen as well. I have seen the rumors about Sangaré. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Again, there's so much stuff about Man United linked with this. Ten Hag wants this guy. He's got this top priority. How many top priorities can one guy have? The media are doing. What I'm saying is, please, guys, don't let Twitter mash up your head. I'm telling you, please. I said it to
KG.
Owen before you got here. KG, before you got here, I said, I don't know if it's because I was in 30-degree heat in Jamaica chilling on the sunbed. Yeah, I was coming from a different, more calm place. But I was looking at Twitter, doing Twitter stuff, and I was like, guys, don't let it do this to you. You're going to have a long summer if you do this.
It's not.
It happened the other day when me and KG were doing our show. He came in, he was like, I'm quite sad. I feel quite sad. It took a lot of discussion to sort of build up the mood. It got to the point he sneezed all over his laptop.
Sneezed all over my laptop. But again, just to say to people, it's not just, you have to, like, it's not just Twitter. These guys, some of these football fans, they just know where they're coming. You're just in a different space, but they know where they're coming from. They watch this club like limp out of the Premier League. They watch this club. We had to support Real Madrid, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
we were praying for these lot not to do the quadruple. That can still happen. It's not like football's ended and there's never going to be games again.
No, they're going to be competing for them same things again next year.
Compete for the quadruple next season. Look at your face when we was doing the watch along. You were stressed, bro. We broke out into a song we've never made before. Like, it just happened. Yeah. Do you know what that is? That is the breaking down of your club. And I'm saying 100%. Those feelings while we're on holiday, That club still exists.
But you told me, but hold on, you told me in our show.
Yeah.
You said leave that. You told me build again. You told me that we're going to have to get behind it. And we both agreed together, which I thought you were standing in unity with me, we had to just draw a line, and we were more ready to do that at that point. But now you seem to have gone back.
I want to see the building plan, bro. I want to see the blueprint. I want to see it. And what happened is the guy that was supposed to be a part.
No. You told me you was. I've just realized what's happened. You told me. You told me you was with me.
Hold my mic as well.
You told me you was with me.
Yeah, I am.
You said you was with me.
Yes, I was.
And you said you was ready to. I don't want to say the word forgive because it's a big word that people don't like. That word.
Not forgive.
No one want to say that word. Yeah, you said to me, Flex. You said this. Remember, we did that show. We both said, "What?"
Remember, bro. I was with you, fam.
You was there, right? Because the way you're moving is like you don't remember it, right? I'm saying, you was right there with me, saying, "Boy, you can really." Even after the show, we were like, "Raw, people are just." That was only last week that we finished the season. People are ain't ready yet. They're not ready yet. But you sound like one of them now.
Now, all right. Now, Fleck, yeah. Right. Hear this. The person that was supposed to, the architect or the contractor or whatever called, they fired him. He's gone. Yeah. Now
the Ralph thing has brought this on.
The thing is digged up. And I'm saying to you, bro, what are you gonna do? Like, that's all my thing is. And then the funny thing is, like, my position is, geez, if our manager doesn't make this work, because all you have now is Ten Hag. That's all we have. If the club decide because of media bias and because I believe the media, all them man them, the same way Oli kept his job is because the media said, I keep him in the job. The same way the media said, Ralph's the worst thing that's ever happened to this club. They was like, oh, maybe he is. And on the media,
you think they got rid of him because the media pressure.
The media pressure is pressure, and you don't. Hold on. I'm just saying that if they put the pressure on Ten Hag and say, I think this is a crap appointment, what happens is we have no one there. All we have is Murto and them man, have reshuffled their roles. There's no one. Who's the person that who's the maverick in there?
Too far ahead in the future, though, KG. We're talking about if Ten Hag fails, if people turn on Ten Hag and all that kind of stuff. My point being, you've just won an award. Imagine before you even stepped on set, they went, "You ain't winning shit, mate." You'd be like, "No, I haven't even stepped on set. I haven't even got the script. I haven't even got the script. What's going on?"
No. See what's mad though? If I've had seasons of being a shit actor, yeah. They can look at me with a side eye. They can look at me like, don't know what this guy's gonna do. If I've been showing, if all my thing has been this progression, and I've gone places and I've done well, I've built a structure in different places. Yeah, do you know what's great? This club makes me laugh because this club does the same thing over and over again, bro. And you know what pained me the other day? I watched Austria play with the press. Yeah, they beat Croatia, they beat France, and I thought my club, yeah, they gave him 20 minutes of press.
Yeah,
20 minutes. And then
that's down to the players, though.
Yeah, I know, but then they said that he's not good. The players are good, he's just not. And every single time we keep falling for the same line, bro. And I really need.
That was a really poor. When you don't want to see a certain video, just reinforce. Like that video was just so perfect to go on the side of. Should have kept Rangnick. It was just one of them Twitter.
I don't want to keep him. I'm just saying that there was something. It was just with the players. We've watched the players do this over and over again. Is all I'm saying. Over and over. The players decided to play for Carrick with a mad intensity. You know when we won games, bro. Yeah, under Carrick, where did that intensity go?
Now, what did he do? He done the shootout against Arsenal, the 3-2, the win against Villarreal, and then the draw against Chelsea.
And then we got hammed and we got beaten, mashed up. Insane. Yeah. These players are incredible.
Daniel Hodgson says, what Ralph is doing with Austria is a madness. And Ibrahim says, love the great work you guys do and excited for where this channel is heading. Flex 100%. And shows like this is exactly what I want the United View to be. It's brilliant. All the community getting involved.
Everybody getting involved. Over 2K watching.
Exactly. Over 2,000 people watching. Smash a like on the video. And with over 2,000 people watching, I think it's a good point in the show to let you guys know. It's an extended show. It's an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Let you know. That's cool. The 100K live, 100K subscriber party, first birthday party next week. Yes, next week, Sunday, 19th of June, London's O2 Arena, Tocker Social. Make sure you guys get your tickets. The link is in the video
Marcel's
description
been
below.
training.
Marcel's been training, apparently. Oh my gosh, I need to see that.
Have you heard the training?
I haven't, no. What's he been doing? No.
So we were setting up for the full view. We were set up for the full view on Sunday, and I think it was fast. So someone said that, Marcel, you've been training, haven't you? I was like, yeah, I've been, doing some shuttle runs. I've been getting my fitness up. And I went,
what for?
What? What are you training for? He went, oh, there's football games, isn't there? And I was like,
the guy's doing shuttle runs, Flex.
I don't think he's seen the what it is inside there.
I tell you what, it's a bold move to do those sort of first touch games as a ball carrier. Bold.
So hold on a minute. Is Marcel going to come in and kick then? Because he does know.
He's going to have,
for anyone needing to know,
he's going to be drinking those sachets before it starts. He goes.
Because just for everyone who doesn't know what Tocker Social is, you do know that you can turn up there in your jeans, your high heels, your whatever, and it's like going to the bowling alley. You just like rent out the the thing. Then it's not like even if you can't do 2 kick-ups, you can go Tocker and score points and win the game. Like it's interact. It's not really.
Marcel's going to be playing for an hour 30. He's got that endurance and stamina going.
Shahil says season hasn't kicked off. Imagine when Eric Ten Hag backs someone that everyone dislikes or we get smacked. It's going to be mad. Just look at the reaction now.
No, that
will happen. Oh, that's going to happen.
No, but we can back the manager. That's what I'm saying. We
will back the manager. No. But what I'm saying is when it's McTominay and Fred starting in the first game, and Donny's still on the bench, everyone's going to go mad.
It's back in the man. You can't go mad. We can't say we spent the whole month.
Yeah, but you would go nuts.
But why will I go nuts? Whatever we just spent the whole
months.
No, I'm just gonna remember. I said I'm gonna forgive the man, then fam. I'm gonna let them play. Listen, we even said thingy, bro. Do you know how hard and painful it is to say that we're gonna let Pereira just do his thing? But we gotta say, I said it through gritted teeth, but it has to be. If he plays Pereira, he plays Pereira.
He does. Oh, that's big. Red Baron says Owen drew facial hair on his face today. Question mark.
Go on, Owen. It's coming through.
It's just, I think I finally hit puberty. Maybe overnight.
Michael Ramsey says we need Kane and Rice. Off topic, Flex. Do you believe in Southgate?
No.
He does play shit football. No. I believe that I think he does deserve a bit more respect than he has got, because at the end of the day, since 1966, I ain't seen England get that far. But didn't get it done. And the reason why he didn't get it done is because when you get he's now taken England to his peak. And now, unfortunately, he's going to be a victim of his own relative success in terms of reaching deep into competitions where you can clearly see we need to sprinkle on top to get over the line in them big situations. And the football that we play with the players that we got ain't it. So well done, Southgate. Brought it back. You know what I mean? Brought the feeling back. We were a penalty shootout away from the Euros, and it would be a different conversation. But the way that we were 1-0 up and you let them man there back in, it's because you ain't got the extra.
And that's happened twice, by the way. Croatia.
And it's happened twice. Croatia, same thing. Kieran Trippier free kick. We're winning the game. And then you ain't got you've had 2 goes at that now. Nah. So, yeah, I think respectfully, no. Just quickly before we finish off, I want to talk to you lot just real quick. Just really quickly. I was on the plane. You know what I mean? I was on the plane. There was a lot of things to watch. There was some little Denzel films that I hadn't seen before. There was Hobbit and all them little idiot things. Never watched that before. And then I saw haven't seen that. Then I saw Batman vs Superman or V Superman, whatever it is. Watched it. Heard that the comic people, all you comic people, before I watched it, were obviously telling me I don't want to be watching that. That's trash or that's nothing. Bro, the Spider-Man suit his eyes had lights, bro. Sorry, the Batman. I wasn't doing that, but the Batman suit.
Didn't even mean it.
Sorry, I didn't mean that one. Bro, the Batman suit had lights, bro, in his eyes.
What does that mean?
That means it's a sick suit. That's what it means. It means it's a sick suit. Did you see the way Ben Affleck was moving?
But what did you think of the film?
Did you see the Batmobile as well?
Wait, so what's going on?
But you liked it?
I liked it. I like the fact that basically, Superman, you think you're sick in it because you are very, very powerful. You're the most powerful. There should be no.
Is that a line directly from the film you're quoting?
Don't think it is. Nah, it's not.
This guy.
He knows he's sick in it. But you don't just get to do your fights and all that and keep smashing up like that guy lost his legs because of you. You don't I know you're doing your fight and you won your fight, but it comes with responsibility. So I like the fact that Bruce Wayne's saying you can't just come Gotham and mash it up. That's not running. I don't care. So he puts it on him. He said,
"Again, is that another line from the film? Is that another line from the film?
Which bit?
You can't come Gotham and just be mashing it up and that, yeah?
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
This breakdown is elite.
You can't do that. No, look, Malcolm says I'm trolling. I'm actually not trolling. This is why I actually liked the film. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie, yeah? I saw this thing. When I first ever saw it, I was like, how on earth can Batman face Superman? Why, they're goodies. How's that even going to happen? Why are you doing that? Where's the Lex Luthor? Or where's the Goblin? Or where's the Riddler? Where's Ivan? Not Ivan Ooze, that's Power Rangers. Where's
the Goblin?
Yeah.
The Goblin's not. Wait, what are you talking about?
The green. What's the green? Oh, that's
the Green Goblin.
Yeah. No, but there's a green man in the Oh, that's Riddler. That's what I meant. Remember when Jim Carrey had the green suit on and he was the Riddler man with the question marks? Yeah, I know my thing. So anyway, yeah, I'm saying why you basically cut a long story short. Let me get to the end of this. You don't get to just do what you want, Superman. Like, you have to be accountable for mashing things up. I have to keep rebuilding Gotham for you. This guy's paralyzed because of you. Come and answer the thing, bro. You can't just keep doing this. I like how they never made Batman be able to beat him up. He needed to adapt his weapons. He needed the green smoke bombs, kryptonite thing. He had to get him properly. But this, and Owen, to answer your question, you smug, this is a line from the film. How do you know the name Martha? You all laughed at me.
I hate that guy so much. The fact that I hate him. I don't know what his point was. What was he talking about, Owen? He said,
my thing is, and to finish off,
my point they were just words jumbled in an order.
Yeah, this is my point. All you comic people are ungrateful. That's my point. You see the special effects, the special effects in the film, the storyline. Then he realizes, like, I was thinking, they're brothers. They're brothers. At one point I thought his mum's name's Martha, and his mum's name's Martha.
Oh no, no.
Then I realized this is MCU coincidence.
He's getting too far.
No.
So when the Martha line happened, you said, genius.
Yeah,
Martha.
I was like, the story writing in this epic, and now he's going to help him, and then he's like,
bro, he watched his mum die. Superman would have been aware of that. Bro, when he killed his mum and he was there, where the hell was Superman, bro?
Well, and also we're missing out the fact that he's an alien. So the brother thing.
Yeah, but Owen, you're saying but you can't say that, Owen, because in the realm of these things, all these worlds that you lot say, you say it's not real. So my brother can be an alien.
This guy's just bought the multiverse. Can we go?
Imagine someone just tuned into the stream now and they've just heard you go, so my brother can be an alien.
Yeah.
What must they be thinking?
No, but he doesn't understand the multiverse. He's switching. He doesn't get it. Let's stop.
But anyway, I like the fact that they then they join. He goes, another line from the film, which I remembered. I promise you, Martha won't die tonight.
Wait, who is he? Can we stop the stream?
I'm Ben Affleck, bruv. I'm Batman.
Let's go.
Again, that's good. That's Flex's version. That's Flex's version.
What Batman
who are you?
Yeah?
I'm Ben Affleck, mate. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. Wait, listen. What was the Batman film when he's like, he grips up the brother. He's like, where is he?
Where is he? Where is he?
Where is she? Why does Batman talk like that?
I love that one.
Disguising his voice. Because in reality, if you saw someone dressed as a bat and you went, wait a minute, you sound a bit Bruce Wayne-ish. No, I'm not him. No. Different people.
I hear you.
All right, let's go. Flex.
Where is it? Sorry. I'm done. I'm finished. Like, there's what business do we have on a Saturday at midday doing an hour and 20-minute stream? I'm sorry.
Flex,
for the community.
Oh, man,
I apologize, man. But you know what though? It's just I'm just unapologetically me though, innit? That's how I really enjoyed. Then I watched Mortal Kombat, but I'll leave that for a different thing. Man was like, get over here. That was sick. Them bits, but the rest of it was shit. But yeah.
So stay tuned. More Flex movie reviews coming soon. That's Mortal Kombat and Batman vs Superman.
We need to do it.
I tuned in to you talking about aliens. Yeah, big up Ashton. Just fast forward to like the beginning. We done football stuff and that, man.
Yeah,
dude. And no super chats. Yeah. All right, people. We'll be back with another stream very, very soon. Big up to everyone. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Hopefully, Man United get some signings and stop panicking. We'll be fine. Don't worry.
Panic. See you later.